Robert Rollet.
Alright, so give me the backstory on Robert Rollet.
The American cyclist. I can't go on. They had to come all the way from Ireland. Yeah, he was raised on beets and Chardonnay, and to drag himself out of poverty, he decided bike racing would be the best path to riches and fame. He was wrong on both counts. There's no riches, and you're only famous in your own neighborhood if you mow the lawn naked. So there was a lot of naked mowing of lawns in Normandy. So Robert Rollet thought the bicycle would be the best way to elevate himself out of his impoverished upbringing. And he did that as long as he was racing. So he raced as long as he was able to, and then went right back into the poverty level after his illustrious cycling career was over. But did leave quite a legacy for people to know what not to do in their cycling careers. Robert Rollet, he was good in the crosswinds. Of course, in the Tour, they only howl across a peloton about once a decade. So if you're not happening to race in that particular edition of the Tour, you cannot show your specialty to the world. A lot of other smaller races that people might not have heard of have a lot of crosswinds. Veenendaal is a race in Holland, and it goes straight out into the North Sea and makes a U-turn and comes straight back. It's 100 k's out, 100 k's back, and there's always crosswinds. You might not have heard of the 4 Days of Dunkirk. That is a similar crosswindy race. Robert Rollet was good in those races, but nobody ever heard of them, so too bad for Robert. And not a climber, not a sprinter, not a very good teammate. His suitcase was voted the most untidy suitcase in the whole peloton. He had old photographs, dirty socks. He had one thermal undershirt, wash every night in the sink with Woolite, 2 jerseys, and 3 pair of shorts, whole Tour de France. And so he was also voted the stinkiest rider in the Tour. Most unkempt, most disheveled. Some of the accolades heaped on Robert Rollet. What else? Yeah. Like I said, couldn't do the climbs very fast. Couldn't sprint to save his life. Sat at the back of the peloton telling stories almost his whole Tour career. And that worked out fine until they had the race radios where the director in the team car could talk to the riders. And it was just like one long diatribe in Robert's ear from the team director. Get to the front! Get to the front! So you saw him take his earpiece out quite frequently and put it in his back pocket. That didn't endear him to his team director. So subsequently was fired and didn't realize the fame and fortune part of his imagined trajectory. So he's had to make a buffoon out of himself in the intervening 20 years on television, which is pays a lot better actually.
So he found his place.
Mm-hmm. He found a sweet spot, bamboozling the people, not dazzling them with eloquence, not explaining the sport very well. But if he and his colleagues explained the sport, they would be redundant. No one would need them anymore. People could just turn the sound down, and the tour would be a lot more enjoyable. Just kidding, only joking. Robert Rollet will eventually ride off into the sunset and open up a bike shop back in Normandy. Wait for the next American invasion. Robert Rollet.